Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do Let's Make a Card Together episode. This would be number 2. I did one in January, and this is something I'll be doing for the rest of the year. Once a month, I will come on here and show you a card, and we will make one together. So this is the card I chose to do, and this is using the Etched Edge Z card die from my creative time. And this is the cutest thing like ever. When I seen this, I was like, I need to have it. I need to have it. So cute, right, guys? Oh, now for those of you that have been crafting for many years here on YouTube, know that back in the day, we had to do this by hand. And I cannot even tell you how awesome it is that Emma came out with a die to do it for you. One swipe, done. Because I could never get these as good as some other girls could do it. So every die that you see that's on here is included inside the die set. So the balloons, the banner, the little strings, this little pocket, all come inside of the die set. So everything is in there for you. You really, all you have to do is add your little embellishments on top and be done. So I have this right here. It says Be Courageous Friend, and it is from Pretty Pink Posh. And it is, the sentiment is called Courage. And I got this from Frank. The glare is going to be for real on this because of the acetate. But it says, having courage, I believe in you. Your courage inspires me. These are the 3 that come in this stamp set. And this was the one I used. And this is the one we're going to be using again today to make the card. Everything is lifted on foam. And I just added these little blings from my stash. And I lifted this banner up. This collection is the Buenos Dias collection. And these tags were perfection because these tags happened to just fit perfectly in this pocket. And I was like, yes, that's awesome. So it was just cute to add these there. Now you can take these a hole up a notch, punch a hole. I have a hole reinforcer, and you could add that and then put some string outside of it. Write little sentiments, whatever it is, however far you want to take this cutie patootie project to. And then back here, this was also part of the paper collection and the 6x8 paper pad. So, and this happened to fit perfect in the layers. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's just all worked out beautifully together. So you can, write your little thing back here. And I love how this came out. Very easy to put together. Of course, having all the layer dies and all of the embellishment type things like this in there just, adds to it. And then I created an envelope because in every card that we make going forward, it will always include an envelope, a coordinating envelope for the card, and it will also include the liner. So this is a 4x5 card. Now you will see that this card right here is not exactly 4x5. And I do that because I want there to be room. I don't want it to be an exact fit. So if my card was a genuine 4x5, I would have went up a notch on the envelope punch board to the next size so that it just has a comfortable fit. So you see this card is only that way too because I have the balloons hanging out. So the card is actually smaller than that. And I believe that Emma has coordinating envelopes to go with a lot of her dies. A lot of her dies coincide with one another. But because I went off the path, we're going to go ahead and do this, and I will show you how it fits. Now, of course, you have to hold your hand here, and that's because I have these banners and blings, and I don't want them to get stuck as I put it in. Okay, so you will see there is a little bit of give, and when it's closed, you will see that it does have a little oomph to it. Can it still go through the mail? Yes, but you will probably have to pay 2 stamps for it to do that. And because there's bling on here, you may want to maybe use like an epoxy sticker so that you don't have to worry about when it goes through the mail if these accidentally pop off. That would probably be better. Most likely when I gift something like this, it will go in a box. So I just decided to do that. So let's go ahead and dive in, guys, and get this party started. All right, let's keep this cutie patootie in here for now and move it to the side. Now, I already pre-cut the zigzag die right here. In fact, let me go ahead and let me see. I have my measuring thing right here because I don't know the actual measurements before adding anything to it. So it's a 3 it's 3x4. This is actually a 3x4 without you going over the top. Okay, move my stuff to the side. And then I pre-cut everything to make it not so long. So let's go ahead and do the envelope first so we can get that out of the way. Okay, and then we'll do the liner after that. Okay, so because I chose to do a 4x5 card, okay, which is right here, you will see that you need a 7.5 by a 7.5 piece of paper, and your first score is going to be the 3 3/8. You only do the score one time, okay? So I already pre-cut it. I love this envelope punch board. Like, I love it. Okay, so 4x5. We're going to do 3 3/8. And where are you? There you are. Okay. And we're going to score it. Now we don't use this anymore. Now we're going to follow this score line all the way around. And I know many of you probably already know how to use this envelope punch board, but there's sometimes I will get girls on here that don't know. So I'm just going to talk through it, and we're going to keep on pushing. All right. All right, so now we have all 4 of those, and now we're going to go to the back and round those off. Sorry, my craft table, it's a glass table, so sometimes it's hard to avoid hearing that when I use the punch board. All right, so now let's go ahead. Fold this over. All right, so there. And now we're going to go ahead and do the liner, okay? So this square, to coordinate with this 4x5 envelope, is going to be, let me make sure I say this because I don't want to lie, and then because I did these last night. Okay, it's a 4x4 square. Okay, so you need a 4x4 square. Now get your punch board again, and because it's a 4x4, we're going to go to the 4 inches. Okay, and then we're going to punch down. Then we're going to get this, and we need this to be on this side. So we're going to flip it over and put it back at 4 again. Punch down. And then we're going to go ahead, and now you will see the curve here and the curve here, letting you know this is going to be the top part of your envelope. Okay, and then we're going to take the pointy and round it off. So you see it's like this. Okay, super easy peasy. I love liners in envelopes. They are the cutest. All right, so with doing this little guy right here is Small But Mighty. From Hobby Lobby. I love this thing for small projects. So when you're gonna use your tape, and I will always remind you every month when I do these cards, the part that goes on the top part of your envelope, you only put tape in the middle going up. Do not put any tape at the bottom. So when you see this goes in here, okay, you will see that you're only gonna add adhesive to the top part. This bottom part needs to stay open, okay? So let's go ahead and add adhesive. Can I just tell you that in Colorado, it's been super cold, but I've been enjoying it because I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my gosh. And today is beautiful. It's like there's a bunch, we had a nice little snow dump a couple days ago. And man, let me tell you, I love the snow. I don't love driving in it, but I do love the snow. It's so beautiful. Okay, so this is far up that I'm gonna go. We're gonna push that down, and then you see how that works. And the reason why you cannot put adhesive down here is because when you do bend this, this will move up. If you lock it in there, this will not be able to fold all the way. So just be very mindful of that. Now let's go ahead and bend it up a little bit. Okay, only because we have now another layer of paper in there. So you see how it lifts like that. And then when you have this down, it allows it to open and close. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add the adhesive on here. Okay, and we're going to add, yeah, so you will see, hold on a second, let me do this, because apparently I cannot do two things at once. And I only stop like, you know, halfway up. I have to, and I guesstimate, guys. This is just, you know, because I don't know how far. I don't want the glue to get on the liner. So you totally have to kind of guesstimate. Okay. So, let's see. Oops. Now, when I do this, you see how there's like a little pocket in there? I don't want to keep it too flat. I kind of want that little space in there because I know that this card is going to be, you know, not super flat. So that's why for me, it's kind of like I want to make sure that when I'm holding it down, that I'm not putting it flush to the bottom. I want it to automatically look like that because I need my card to fit. Okay. So we'll just let this sit to the side. So I had some girls ask me about my, I might as well just point it out now because these right here that I've been making, and I did these in bronze. So I did it in the silver, well, yeah, I did it in the silver. Now I can tell you right now, I can see there's a little bit of tarnishing on there and my glue came out a little bit tarnished. So now I know that these silver ones are not going to work from that pack, right? Now my next one is I'm going to try the bronze and I'm going to see how the bronze works because I've been asked if I'm going to bring these into my shop and I do, but I want to make sure that it's not that problem because I don't want people to get it and then their glue gets ruined. So I'll let you know how the bronze works. But for now, just so you know that the silver one doesn't work. And I've been trying to find these in stainless steel. And the stainless steel is just like, I can't find it. So anywho, that was just on a sidetrack. So let's go ahead and get to doing this super cute card. All right. Now, one that way. All right, I had to do, now to do these dies, you got to cut it one way, and then I had to turn this paper over, then put the die on so that it would do it the other direction, okay? Because there, you'll see that you can't do it this way, and then it comes out like this, right? So you have to turn your cardstock over and then run your die this way so that it'll do one side, and then you can do the other. So that's how you're going to do all sides. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this one. Did I do this one right? Let me make sure that I have this done correctly. Okay, good. Let me see on my card here which direction I have it in. Yeah, okay, I did this one. It's supposed to go this way. There we go. Because I was like, wait a minute, because you can feel when the card is, or the, you know, when you can see the stitching. Okay, so the correct stitches will go this way, and then when you flip it on the other side, it'll be the opposite. So let's go ahead and, okay, I'm gonna make sure I stuck in a new one. I love this adhesive. I have no issues with it at all as far as things coming up with it. And it works amazing. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and do the back. Now remember, to the white side. There's been many times when I use dies like this where you kind of have to remember to reverse the die. And I always tend to mess up, and this time I finally, well, you know what, let me not say that. I'll be really upset if I if I say that and then I do it in this video. But cutting them all out, I did good. I was proud of myself. Okay, so we have it right here. All right, now let's go ahead and get, this one is the one that goes back here. This one goes here. Is that right? Did I do that right? Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. All right. I'm going to add this to the middle. It's funny because I got to look in the camera so I can see what you see. And then I have to look underneath the camera so I can see. All right, and then we're going to do this side. Okay. I'm trying to line that up as best as possible. Where's the, oh, there we go. I got to make sure I don't go over that one. Okay. And now we're going to do this top one. I tell you, you can kill like a nice 6x6 paper pad when you do stuff like this with all the layers. Okay. Okay. And now let's flip it over and we're going to do, this is the top part. Let me make sure I do this. I don't want to mess this. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure that as I fold it, that it's being folded correctly. All right. And now let's go ahead and put this little guy in the middle. All right, now we're going to just go ahead and layer this on since we're already here. And if you don't happen to have a paper pad that has that exact perfect fit, then you would just go ahead and cut this out. And I think, what is this? It's 2.5 by 3.5. So I was like, okay. It's nice when things work out like that, right? Oh, geez Louise. Okay. Now we did that part. Okay, so now we have the front of the card. Let's go ahead and add this one. We're going to put it right here. And I actually just used my, now you can go ahead and add glue. I just want this to go now and not wait for it so I can put the tags inside. Okay. Oops. Okay, and these were the other set of tags that came in the collection. Bam. Nice. So you never know. Actually, I might, when I do get these, I might go ahead and do that, punch that and use my hole reinforcer and put some string, you know, I might just go ahead and do that. All right, then here, let me take out my card so I can remember exactly everything that I did. All right, now we have the banners. Okay, so, oops, this goes here. We're gonna go ahead and add this one. And I already put foam squares in the back. And I'm gonna put it at an angle like this. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and take off the top. And the squares that these ones specifically right here, are from the dollar store. So I'm just using these because I was able to cut those in multiple pieces so that they fit behind these little tiny, because I don't have the smaller ones in my stash at this time. Okay. There. Perfect. All right, and then we have the balloons. Okay, so now we're gonna get this balloon and these balloons. And then what I did is I did do both sides. Okay, so that when it hangs over you, since this is a single-sided paper, I wanted to make sure you could actually put the strings over here since they're so tiny. All right. And then, did I not leave my squares out? You know what, that's fine. We'll just use these since they're sitting on my desk. Okay, so I already know that this balloon is gonna hang halfway out. So I need to keep in mind to put my square at the bottom. Should I do this side or should I do this side? I'll do this side. All right, so put it at the bottom. And these were, Frank used to carry these. I don't think he carries these anymore. These guys are, oh geez, I knew that was gonna happen. Sometimes they're hard to get off the actual, what you call it. But then when you do, and then they stick, man, mighty. Okay, did I get it? There we go. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and stick this up about here. Then we're gonna add the second one, which is this. And then, where's those guys at? Oh my gosh, they're right here. Jeez. Oh my gosh, Anna, get it together. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add this one. So we'll go ahead and add this to this side. Uh-oh, this one's already almost ripping. No. The worst. Oh, it did. I was really trying to avoid that. Well, you get to watch all the troubles that happen. Hopefully this one will come up a little bit easier. There we go. All right. So, where's that at? Okay, just want to make sure I have this. Where's the other balloon before I press it down? Okay, good enough. Now we're gonna go ahead and do this one. Let's go ahead and add this tape right here. Because these ones are squares and I can go ahead and easily just cut the side of it. Oops. Okay. And then we will go ahead and, since there's a lot, I know I didn't do it on the other ones because it's not really, I didn't think it was super necessary since it's only over a little bit, but because I only have a small portion of this holding on. All right, I'll push you down. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and put the stamp. Let's do the stamp, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and do this courageous one. Put it on my clear block. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the Hero Arts Intense Black. And this is super fine type of script. So I use kind of like when you use this, you gotta be careful not to over ink it. And make sure all the ink is in between all the lines. All right. We're gonna put this towards the bottom. Oh, nice. All right, let's stick that to the side. side, and let's cover up this ink. Who doesn't need words of encouragement, right, guys? So it's nice to have stamps like this. I love it when Frank gets these encouraging type stamps. And when he does, I do grab them. And this string is super tiny, so yeah, you only need a smidge. You don't have to go ham on the glue. Stick that under a little bit. All right, let's get this next one. Love some tweezers, right, guys? All right, and then stick this one under. And the way I noticed on this one is because this right here is straighter, so that's what I'm using to go underneath the balloon. Let's kind of have it going at an angle. Okay, and grab this next one. Sorry, my bracelet keeps hitting my table, if you can hear that. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and stick this guy right under here. Bam. All right, so now we have this banner left, and we're just gonna put it, let me see, I wanna make sure it's going the opposite direction. Okay. And I know sometimes people put glue behind it. You could totally do that. If you don't feel that or if you live in a climate that is like, maybe more towards the, North Carolina and Texas, Arizona, where it's super hot, you might want to reinforce it with some glue. I think that's the way I had it, right? I had it this way. Okay. There we go. Oops. But I live in a very dry climate. All right, so now let's go ahead and put some of these blings. And crafty friend Lala gifted me these. She reminded me that that's where I got them from, because I just did not remember. So I am going to use did I grab? Okay, I did grab the right ones. And then we're going to use my little pokey tool. Let's go ahead and do this first. And we're going to add the glue in the center of each of these all at once. I don't want to do it one by one because that's crazy talk. And put it right in the middle. All right, and now we're going to pick, let's do these right here. I love this one. So far, I've tried many different little pokey thingies to use for gems, and this one by far I've loved the most. It does cost more, but I don't know, maybe sometimes it is better just to pay because the other ones, when I've used them, it's like they work really good in the beginning, and then they start not working as great. Okay. See, I can actually pick it up from the thing. A lot of the other ones, I have to take these out and put them somewhere flat in order for it to pick up. But this one right here, I don't have to do all that. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and switch over here. And we're going to do yellow. And put some glue. See how fast this comes together? Well, it's coming together because I pre-cut it for y'all. I didn't want you to have to sit while I did all of the 9 yards and cutting stuff. There's no reason for that. And I love watching process videos, guys. Like, I live for it. When you guys post videos where you're making anything, I love to watch the process. I do not care if I know how to do it already. That does not matter to me. Because there's always something that you tend to learn that somebody else may do differently. And then it's just fun to watch it. It's very relaxing to me. Okay, let's get that one off. And there we go. And how cute is this? I die. I die. So cute. And I didn't have to add anything from my own stash. So I have to say that right there is, you know, a nice incentive. So we'll just put this right here. And then we'll take out the envelope that we made in the beginning. I'm not going to do it right now, only because we just barely glued those in. Let's see if I can just shove it in here for right now, if I do it carefully, just so you can see. Okay. And you will see that when it closes, it's going to close the same way. And let's take this out carefully so I don't want the blings to fall off. And that's it. So how cute is that, guys? I hope you guys enjoyed the process, and I will have this die below if you would like to pick it up. And I will also have, if I can see that Frank still has these, then I will go ahead and add that below. And I think that's pretty much it. Yep, that's it. All right, guys, have an amazing and super blessed day. Bye.